Hey sons, it's Jay. I am sitting upstairs being a witness to the laughter and the joy of my son, 18, and my daughter, 17, moving around the house, joking around, singing songs together. We just got back from a dinner, place we've been eating Mexican food, fajitas, for many years of our life as a family, and we're all very cognizant of the fact that in 2 days we will be driving my son, my firstborn, to college and dropping him off. And some things are sinking in that I've known in my head to be true for a long time, but I haven't known them in my heart. And I think it's just an observation that's more clear now than it ever has been, and that it's this, that all along I have been raising a man. Everything in childhood that at the time seemed like the goal. It seemed at the time kind of like the destination, just making it through the day. I realized that all of those things for almost 2 decades now were to lead to this point, to release a human being into the world in hopes that that human being would make the world a better place. And I have a few regrets, but I am so deeply grateful that God came to rescue my heart and my son's alongside me at the exact same time, and we have shared a glorious journey. I have very few regrets, and I have a lot of excitement for the next stage. Have been praying and journaling and receiving some assurances from the Lord, some comfort from God that this is actually going to be an upgrade to my relationship with Bear. And yet, nonetheless, it's very, very hard. And I look back and am thankful, so thankful for all of the battles and the struggles and the wrestling to hear the voice of God. I'm so thankful for every night that I went to bed praying in earnest for my son to know God and to see him. I'm a very blessed man, and I have been very, very changed by the journey of approaching God with the posture that I needed to be fathered just as much as my son. So, yeah, the day's here, and I just want to encourage you that it all matters, and one day, I don't know if you can hear them in the background, one day you'll look back and you'll just be so thankful for every drop of blood and sweat and tears that you released, in pursuit of your children's hearts. And I also just want to say I finally get it. When I left to go to school after high school, my mom courageously said goodbye, and I heard stories about her crying every time she went to the grocery store because she didn't have to pick up the macaroni and cheese and the 3 gallons of milk that I used to drink through the week. And I can recall when my dad broke down in tears when I took off for Arkansas to go and work. And I realize now it's because we come to really enjoy the company of our children. And it gives me a little bit of insight now that I've never felt until this moment about the delight that I am beginning to believe is our Father's in heaven over us and his delight in us. Wow, that's a big and beautiful lesson. And it also makes me kind of able to crawl into the heart of God the Father and wonder what it must have been like when he sent Jesus off into the world as a child, to the Virgin Mary. What must have been going through his deeply loving fatherly heart. And also when he spoke those words over Jesus at the Jordan River to release him into his ministry after 30 hard years in hiddenness. And anyway, it's a difficult season, and yet I know that this season for us as men and for us as sons is to help us understand the Father heart of God. And so, all right, so here we go. All right, that's it. That's my report. It's been a busy summer, and I am sad. I'm very sad right now, but excited for what the world will be getting. That's it. All right. See you somewhere a little further down the road.